Sup YouTube, this is my Counter Fairy deck. This is my main deck right now. I have a lot of fun decks. Deck profiles will be uploading in a bit. I have, well, you can vote on what you want to see. Do you want to see my updated Light Sworns? Do you want to see my Nordics? Or do you want to see my Monster Mash? Monster Mash isn't quite finished. I have some proxies, but, leave a comment below on what you want to see, I guess. I told y'all I would upload my main deck if I got like 10 likes in the first couple days on one of my videos. I didn't, but I don't care. I like this deck, so well, I'll show it to y'all anyways. Hopefully I'll get some likes on this video. I love Counter Fairies, always have. It's my main deck since my main deck got stolen back at regionals. Long story short, but yeah. On to the deck list. I run 3 Bountiful Artemis. This is the old printing of the card. They've reprinted this card in Turbo Pack, I think. The card now says when the old card said when a counter trap is activated, you draw a card. Either player's counter trap. The new print says when a counter trap is activated and resolves, you can draw a card. So it used to be really busted, but this is the old printing. But yeah. So it's a 4-star light monster, 16 attack, 17 defense. Pretty nice, and you get a +1 every turn. It's a continuous effect, so also it doesn't counteract another card I'll get to in a minute. I like this card, but I hate this card. It's really dead if you open it, and late game it's good, early game it sucks, so it's more of a one-of. And I picked up a secret, so I was kind of happy. It's Harvest Angel of Wisdom. This card is an 1800 beater, 4-star with 1000 defense. When this card is destroyed by battle, add any counter trap from your grave back to your hand. Since this is a Counter Fairy deck, and first of all, let me clarify. Yes, I only run 5 fairies, but that's not the point. Counter Fairy revolves around this card and counter, so Counter Fairy. That's the name, but yeah. Add a card back to hand. 1 Honest, because you run a lot of lights, and to protect your bountifuls. 2 DD Warrior Lady. This deck has problem getting rid of big threat monsters. Dishes you're out. When this card battles, remove the monster that it battled with from play. 3 Thunder King. This card's too good right now. Like, really too good. Yeah, it's bad against Insectors, but Insectors are kind of dying out. They're not losing popularity a little bit. So, 19 beater, anti-meta card, negate specials, no searches. Yeah, I can't tell you how many times my opponent's gone Tour Guide, Sangan, defense, my turn, drop T-King, run over Sangan, no search. That's just really funny. To keep on with that anti-meta aspect, I run 3 Doomcow and 1 Razzle Dazzle. Yay. This card is amazing and it doesn't counteract with Bountiful Artemis, because Bountiful Artemis effect is a continuous effect. If you don't know what this does, when a monster effect is activated, trade this card and negate and destroy that card. This card gets pooped on by Valor, DD Crow, and Maxi, but that's whatever. It's 19 beater also. Probably the MVP in my deck, 3 Vandalgia the Dark Dragonlord, and yes, these are the Shonen Jump promos, thanks to my friend Nelson for hooking me up. When a counter trap is activated, you can special summon this card from your hand. If a counter trap negated a spell, trap, or monster effect, apply the following effects: spell, burn your opponent for 1500 points of damage. Trap, destroy 1 card on the field, and effect monster, special summon 1 monster from your graveyard. And it's a 28 beater and 25 defense. Really nice. Not Allure. Morphing Jar. You set your hand almost every game. And if you set your hand with set one of these, it's really nice and really funny. It's just, it refills hand and kind of sometimes minuses your opponent. For the counter traps, the MVPs in my deck. I run 1 Solemn, obviously, and 2 Warnings, the Solemn Brigade. I run 2 Black Horn of Heaven for more negation. It's like a Solemn Warning, but only it stops inherent summons like T-King. 2 Force Backs. Really good against 6 Sams and Insectors. When a monster's normal summon or flip summon, negate the summon and return it to their hand. It's gonna be really good when the 6-hand structure deck comes out, because 6 hands will be everywhere. But yeah. I was testing 1 Forceback, 1 Blackhorn, and 2 Drastic Drop-Offs. I love Drastic Drop-Off with the Trolley card because it hits Duality, hits Sangan. I'll probably side deck them, but I can't see them in main because they're kind of dead unless you open them first turn. 2 Divine Wrath, enough said, and negates effects. 2 Magic Drain, both Razzle Dazzle. It's just Magic Drain, such a funny trolley card. This deck is meant to be kind of trollish. I'm sorry for y'all meta players that hate me, but this deck says no to everything. Kind of like Solemn Judgment. God says no. Magic Drain, it's either a +1 for you, a -1 for them, or it's a 1 for 1. Either way, it turns out really nice. If you don't know what this card does, it's kind of old. It got re-released in Battle Pack, as you can see. When your opponent activates a magic card, negate it, but they can choose to negate this card by discarding a magic card of them by themselves. So it's really funny. 1 Bribe, it's Bribe. 1 7 tools, pay 1,000 to get a trap card. It's 7 tools. And a tech card my friend told me to run, which is really funny, and thanks to a friend for hooking me up the original rarity. Counter Trap, when your opponent activates declares an attack in the battle phase. It's like a Battle Fader, it's like a Wabaku, it's like a Threatening Aura. But it's better because it's a counter, so you draw off of Bountiful Artemis. All of the traps in here, you pretty much, except for 3, are counter traps, so you draw off of Bountiful Artemis. This is a freaking Starlight Road on crack, pretty much. Judgment of Anubis. When a spell card is activated that will destroy your spell and trap cards. Discard 1 card from your hand, negate and destroy that card. Then you can, keyword, can choose to destroy 1 monster your opponent controls, and they take damage equal to its attack. It's like the ultimate troll card. 3 MST, and Heavy Storm floating around as a big threat, and this answers it. 1 Mirror Force, 1 Deprison for just stall, like, protection, I guess you could say. And 1 Starlight Road, because I run a shit ton of traps, and Stardust is nice. For spells, I run 1 Reborn, 1 Dark Hole, and 3 Pot of Duality. Before you get on my case about running MSTs, my side deck, because I know my deck gets hurt by Royal Decree, unless I go first. My side deck consists of 3 MST, a Heavy Storm, double Twister, and double Night Beam, so yeah, don't hate me. I like back row hate, but yeah. That's the deck, guys. Please rate, comment, subscribe. Also, leave a comment below if you want to see Lightsworns, my Nordic deck, or my Gallus deck somewhere way over there. I'll get it anyway. Gallus deck, so vote, guys. Vote, vote, vote. Nordics, Monster Mash, or Lightsworn. Update the list. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and peace, YouTube.